But yeah, that's that I don't hate on being highly tech savvy and all of that. You know what I mean? I think it's a good thing to know a lot of that stuff, but they can really turn on you in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of tech being turned and used for different reasons, let's talk about Wakanda Forever because we had Riri Williams who made her own vibranium detector, and then the government took that shit for their own purposes. Yeah, so that I can't help it. That just kind of was a perfect segue. But yeah, so we both got to see the movie. What is your overall honest opinion of the movie?
Man, honestly, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. You got some of these pundits now, like they come under her boycotting the movie talking about I think it was like some African lady, which I haven't had a chance. I need to go back and listen to her, but she was saying like the movie's not factual. But I'm like thinking to myself, like, well, it's make believe.
It's supposed to be fictional.
Yeah, it's a fiction. Yeah, it's a fictional movie. But yeah, they were talking about boycotting it, so I had to go back and investigate it. But yeah. I think, especially with everything going on now, you should see it. And I'm not saying that to line Disney's pockets. That's not what I'm saying. You should see it. They are telling you something.
Yeah,
they're telling. There's an overall theme that they're kind of telling you.
Yeah,
they kind of don't really want to tell you, but they kind of tell you.
Yeah. But what it is people are going with a different overall theme. You know what I mean? A lot of people are mad because they feel like the overall theme is women good, men bad. You know what I mean? A lot of people are saying that, and it's not really that. I think it's a good movie, but yeah, I do think it is highlighting and showcasing women a little bit more. I'll give you that. But I don't think that's their overall purpose. It's just kind of, no more men. We just want women to look good in this. I don't think it's that. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'll be honest with you. Not out of that. Now down the Woman King that came out. I think that coming out kind of took the steam out of it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what turned people off from it. Like, oh well, it's gonna be one. But I mean, truthfully, I like the camaraderie with Riri and Shuri. I really like that.
Yeah,
I like because really what was in because the first movie, someone from the continent of America and the people from Africa, with Wakanda, they were fighting amongst each other.
Yeah,
it was really good to see both of them coming together and actually working. And that's the thing that I took from that. I like that.
I love that about it. I love that about it, man. And not to cut you off, I apologize.
No, you good.
Just echoing what you're saying, but yeah, I think a lot of people are, because there's two sides to every movie. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are focusing on those flaws that the movie has, whether it's it's focusing more towards women, or it's not comic book accurate, or this part isn't logical. You know what I mean? This don't make no sense. And, why would you make, because, Namor was supposed to originally be like Atlantean, but they made him Mesoamerican, like Aztec, kind of like that. And so it's like, I don't think, to me, that's just not a big deal. I get it, but I don't get it. It's like, I think that was their choice to do because of the Aquaman franchise.
Let me say this. Now, I know why they did that.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know, I'm telling you, that's why you need to watch. They trying to tell y'all something.
Yeah.
they trying to tell y'all something. And really those, just like and that's the thing, is I like that too. I like I think the guy that played him, I can't remember I think he got on and did a live, and I don't know if that was him crying, talking about, I'm glad y'all gave the Latins a chance, because you don't really see a whole franchise movie for like, and that's another thing too. I was kind of, I ain't gonna say disappointed.
Yeah.
But just like we came out for Black Panther, I just thought maybe the Latins would come out for because this was their what I'm saying, because this was this was their kind of their moment too. What I'm saying, because of the people. What I'm saying. But I don't know. I'm kind of glad because it might have been a fight up in the
man.
They'll cut your ass.
But it's so weird, I mean, people's perception of the movie. I've actually watched a lot of people's reviews of the movie to see how they thought and how they took it. And there's people actually saying that the movie was racist towards black people and brown people. And I was like, how? How the fuck do you come up with that? But they'll say something about like, maybe like the inaccuracy of the Namor character, stuff like that. And I'm just, like the Dora Milaje and the Wakanda people not being accurate, from the actual African tribes or some shit like that. And you should be mad because this is racist towards you as
it's
a black person.
No, it ain't. Cause the shit is make believe.
Right.
It's motherfucking fictional characters.
Exactly.
Now, I will say this: with the fictional characters, there are some real live things that's put into it.
Right. To make it more relatable.
Because the overall thing, especially with the first movie and the second movie, is that we're fighting amongst each other instead of getting the motherfucking enemy who's trying to get all our shit. That's the whole purpose of the fucking movie. Exactly. They're fighting amongst themselves, and they got another dude, they got another person over there trying to like, yo, we gonna get this shit. Yo, and old girl, yeah, that's another thing. Old girl was just, she was a snake. Talking about, I bugged them beads. Talking to them. Talking to the Wakandans and all that shit.
She's real sneaky, man, because she was in what was the series? Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And so she trying to recruit all the I don't know what they're gonna call them, maybe the Thunderbolts, maybe, or I guess it's gonna be Thunderbolts because they talking about making the Thunderbolts, but
I thought they were making the West Coast Avengers because my man, he
well, I think they're doing both.
Because remember, dude, he's the U.S. agent.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like.
He's not going to be in the West Coast Avengers. He's going to be in the Thunderbolts because
really
they've already officially announced.
Wow. Because they were West Coast Avengers.
Right. So he's supposed to be him, the U.S. agent. Bucky is supposed to be in there in the Thunderbolts. Old dude from Jessica Alba's franchise.
The Thing?
No.
Doctor Doom?
No.
Silver Surfer?
I said Jessica Alba, and I'm saying the wrong name. Black Widow. Old girl to play Black Widow. The one from her movie, the dude with the beard. Did you see the Black Widow's movie?
I didn't get a chance to see that. Because, remember they were making it $30 and then she wouldn't get no money off of it.
Right.
God damn.
Exactly.
They gonna make this shit higher and then she ain't gonna, like, nah, I ain't gonna, you can't get no, the mouse.
Yeah, man.
I gotta get all the money. I don't give a fuck how you flipping around and shit. on the stuff you're working really hard. I need all that money. I gotta get change from Eddie.
Exactly. Oh, bitch, my pockets are fat. but yeah, so she was about to walk away from the franchise because of that, but they said they made some kind of contractual agreement with her, so they gave her a project to direct herself, where she's in charge of the whole project. She's the director, and she's making it the way she wants. So it's they're calling it a secret project. So nobody knows exactly what it is, but I'm sure it's going to be part of the whole Marvel cinematic universe.
Can't be no worse than Lucy.
Right, but
although there was some gems in that, but anyway, continue.
But yeah, so I was just saying, Bucky's supposed to be in the Thunderbolts, the U.S. agent, the one that was the bad guy, and Ant-Man, the one that kept going invisible, with the hood.
Which one? Oh, because the only thing
the second one.
Oh, see, I ain't seen the second one. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Because I'm thinking Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but I don't think it was Yellow Jacket. It was something a little more sinister.
What about see, that's another thing too. The Thunderbolts, they had like Juggernaut and Crossbones.
Yeah, they're not having either one of them.
Man, you don't have old Juggy.
Right. But it's a couple more people that's supposed to be in there. I just keep forgetting who it is. But I know Bucky and U.S. Agent, which I'm not sure how she's gonna get Bucky in there because the last time we saw Bucky and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he was kind of trying to do the right thing, and so the Thunderbolts are kind of a rogue group of people. So,
that's what I'm saying.
Bucky does kind of think a little bit different, so maybe she's just gonna convince him. But yeah, so she's putting together that team, so that's why. I think that's why they put her in Black Panther, because now she's in a position of power. She's like the director of the CIA or something like that.
Yeah.
And so now that's probably going to help her recruit more people. But yeah, so as far as Wakanda Forever, I thought it was a good movie. And we're probably going to be mentioning a few spoilers about that. So if y'all have not seen it, you may not want to pay too much attention to this part. But yeah. I thought it was good as far as the overall movie. I thought they did good visually. I thought the musical scores were really good. They were right on time. I was, however, upset that they killed off the Queen. I was like, yo, y'all did not have to do that.
I will say
y'all did not have to do that. Man.
I will say this, though. I love that scene. Not that she died.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that, because the thing of it is, just like what my man was saying, when when he had them locked up, saying the Wakandans are good people.
Mm-hmm.
So when you imagine what it is, America has all that vibranium.
Yeah.
So, so I don't think a Western nation would do that with their subjects.
Right.
So, and this is the thing. The Queen, she, what I'm saying, that Riri wasn't, that wasn't of her tribe.
Right.
That wasn't her people, technically.
Right.
But she went in there and got her.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that I liked about it. Is like she risked that. Even though she's a queen, it should have been the other way around. Oh, well, we gotta protect the queen. The queen was like, look, like this is a kid. Like I gotta, I'm gonna get her, and I'm gonna do the best I can. But that kind of sucked though. Her face was down in that joint, man. Yeah, that kind of sucked. But.
Yeah, I was like, dang, are you serious right now? But she sacrificed herself to protect Riri. But it is what it is, man. I get it. They said that the original plot of the story, if Chadwick was still alive, would have been very similar.
Okay.
Supposedly, Ryan Coogler has kind of been open about here's what we would have done if he was still alive. The original script was basically going to be about the whole snap, the blip, and that basically it was still going to be about mourning the loss, but mourning the loss of time. Like now, Chadwick's character T'Challa has been gone for 5 years, and
yeah, that's right, because he did go.
Right, he blipped, and so it was going to be similar. The government, because he was gone, tried to infiltrate and steal vibranium, just like they kind of did in the movie, and that they were going to he was going to help them kind of confront them basically and fight them off. But Namor was still going to be in it. He was still supposed to be in it as well. So it was still going to be pretty similar, just from a slightly different perspective. You know what I mean? So they probably would have still killed her off, the Queen. But from what I understand, Angela Bassett, once she found out that she was getting killed off, that she did question him, like, why would you want to do that? That's going to be too hard on the fans. But, supposedly he was like, yeah, we just, we still think it's the best thing to do.
Nah, and just because of that, they don't, if everybody feels like damn Hollywood Shuffle, your character dies for Batty.
Yo, that's an old classic.
You're ready to write the script and say, yeah, I'm writing the script. Does your character dies? No. Then it's a good script.
Yeah, exactly.
Batty. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I gotta go back and look at that. Hollywood Shuffle.
Hollywood Shuffle, man.
That's the movie right there.
But yeah, I think shout out to Ryan Coogler. for that vision.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, killing a person off doesn't necessarily mean it's necessarily a bad thing, especially if you're trying to get, what I'm saying? He's trying to get the emotion. And like I said, with the, her going in to get her and whatnot, get Riri. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I saw that, like, I understood, what happened and, her sacrificing, like, the overall message that, she cared for this life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and I agree, man. I thought it was an overall good movie. And I heard one guy, he was hot over you remember when they did the moment of silence for Chad, like with the Marvel scene.
Yeah.
And they were just showing him, Chadwick. This guy was hot about that. He was like, this was supposed to be a moment of silence, and I could hear wind in the background. How fucking dare you? I was like, are you really mad about some light wind that was in the background, dude? I mean, I don't understand people.
I think people,
the shit that they get mad
I
over.
think it, I'm saying like this. The shit they should be mad about and questioning is the shit they ain't mad about.
Right, exactly.
Think with everything that's going on, in light of what's going on the past couple of weeks, that's what the fuck you should be mad about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have a voice until, unless you tote that line and stuff. That's what you should be fucking mad about. But nah, you mad about wind and shit. Which I like that the trip, when it came in. I thought I like the purple.
Yeah.
I love that. I really like that. Yeah. I thought that was, especially with the, color of royalty instead of the red.
Yeah.
I really like that. I thought it was a good taste. Oh, yeah. And I wore white just to let y'all know, for the funeral joint. I didn't burn my shit. My whites were nice.
Yeah,
it's nice, but
that's dope, man. I didn't get a chance to wear white, but I wanted to.
I wore my white. I got a little something here, a little something there, little white, and then I wanted to have like a little. The lion joint or some shit, be like some African dude, be like, we'll come to buy our king.
Right.
Like, it'll be all loud and shit. Be like, oh. And they have like the rose petals and stuff come out.
Exactly. Man,
we'll come.
It was, what was dope? We was standing in line in the movie theater, trying to get like some popcorn and all that. And it was a little kid walking around with the Black Panther outfit. Mm-hmm. And it's a white kid, what I mean? Yeah. And it was just like, everybody can enjoy this movie. It's not just like a black movie, but there were actually black people on social media telling white people not to see this movie.
Wow.
There were white people on TikTok telling black people on TikTok saying, white people, don't go see it. Give us a chance to see it. Y'all go see it like a month after it came out. Let us be the only ones to go see it. And it's like, why the fuck would you say some dumb shit like that? I don't understand people. That's why I'm like, the stupid shit that comes out of people's mouths, man. I don't understand it. I cannot fuck with y'all on that. I'm happy to see everybody watching this movie and appreciate it.
If y'all like it, that's cool. Cause for them, it's just another Marvel movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if that's where they want to go with it, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh. My man Duke Winston. He's actually Winston Duke. He was actually good with the. I like the fact that's another thing too. Now that's some people were saying like, I like the fact that he was a big man. He had the growth, and the intelligence, of what I'm saying.
And that was another thing people were mad about. Talking about they made him look dumb, like he was just some prehistoric ape-like man.
Like no.
I was like, are you serious, man?
He knew what my man was.
Exactly.
Kakulakan, that's the son of God.
Yeah.
But you think because we're not in the mountain because we don't have books?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, my man, And then on top of that, he was advising Sherry talking about, look,
right.
We may not need to go to war with these people. We may not need to kill him because, look, if we kill him, we gonna be at war for a long time because you
Right.
basically killed their god.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and it's just the complaints, man. If you could just hear some of this dumb shit people are spewing out, man, I just couldn't get with it. And I mean, I love comic books. You know, I used to collect them back in the day, but you know, I haven't done it lately. But still, I do love comic books, and I'm just like, I'm not even that mad about half of this shit y'all mad about. And what's funny is some of the people that be complaining don't even read the comics. I've heard a few of them say, "Oh, well, I don't read the comics, but I know this should be like this."
Well,
shut the fuck
up, man.
Exactly. It's
and
like,
read the goddamn comics.
Yeah, just let it be, man. You know, I mean, but like I said, man, I was overall happy about the movie. I like the fact that, you know, they had the kind of spiritual thing with Shuri where she wasn't a believer in the ancestral plane and all of that. She was more like today's people who are more into technology. And so that was that conflict between her and the mom. I thought that was really good because that's very relatable to today's society. Yeah. There's a lot of people like her. The younger people are like, I don't believe in no God. I believe in this computer. What I tell this computer, it does. And, you know, the older person is like, I'm trying to give you some wisdom. You know, this is real. You might not know it, but it's real.
But that's the thing, though, because, see, this her going into that is actually showing technology and spirituality merging.
Yeah, exactly.
Because really, technology, that's where it comes from anyway.
Right. Exactly.
That's where it comes from anyway. But, but yeah, and I like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I like the fact that she saw my man, though.
Killmonger.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah, that was dope. I thought it was dope. And, you know, I'm sure the ladies loved it, you know, because they all love Michael B. Jordan. But yeah, I was happy with that because it was relatable to her struggle.
Yeah.
With, you know, how she should handle the kingdom and all of that.
You know? Because she wanted
to obviously do it the way I would have done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she wanted to see her mom, but yeah, for him to pop up, was like, oh, what's up?
Right.
What's up, lost cousin?
Right.
He's on the phone, just chilling. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but and it's like, yeah, you know, you gonna do like your brothers. I ain't like my brothers. It shows.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously, you know, my little theory about the mask was different, you know, because I thought it might be more than one Black Panther, and it wasn't. But they did have multiple masks. And I don't know if anybody caught it, but, you know, she walks up to the two masks first. One was T'Challa's and one was hers. But then she leaves both of them alone and goes to a third one, which was actually Killmonger's mask.
Yeah.
So she kind of did take his, you know, guidance on that. You know what I mean? And the only thing I would say, I thought they took a little long in the movie to get to her suiting up in the Black Panther thing. Yeah. I thought it could have been a little earlier, but overall, you know, it was like, you know, because I wanted more Black Panther action, but we did get a lot of action with the Dora Milaje, you know, and their fights, but I just wanted a little more with the Black Panther too. So other than that, that was probably my biggest thing was that, you know, I would have probably had her get to that point a little sooner.
Yeah.
But I thought they did a really good tribute to Chadwick. I thought it was good in the beginning and the one they did at the end. I thought it was a pretty good way to keep the franchise going by bringing the son in at the end. It seems like the mother, the queen, knew about the kid, I guess, but she just never got to tell Shuri. It seems like she was about to tell her when they were on that beach, and that's when Namor came out of nowhere because she was like, I need to tell you something, and boom, that's when he just kind of showed up. So I think that's what she was about to tell her, that she knew about the son and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But he actually looked a lot like Chadwick Boseman, man. Did. I was like, wow, they got the right kid for this. But I feel like what they're gonna do in the comic book, the Black Panther T'Challa married Storm from the X-Men. Yeah. So I'm wondering if, because they renamed this kid T'Challa, when he gets older, his version will be the one that marries Storm. Because, you know, they're going to introduce the X-Men in the next, 3 years. Okay. So somewhere around 2025, we're supposed to get X-Men in the Marvel Universe. So maybe by then, he'll have grown up and he'll be the grown T'Challa. and that's how they'll implement that. So that would be cool if they did it that way. I would be happy with that because now we don't have to say, well, he's just trying to be like Chadwick. No, it's the son, so he's supposed to be his son. It's not just some guy replacing Chadwick.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I have to admit, when it comes to that whole movement, a lot of people were on this recast T'Challa movement instead of killing them off. I'm leaning more towards it's cool that they allowed him to get killed off, but I wouldn't have been mad if they recasted him. If they recasted him, I would, as long as they got somebody who did a good job. I would have been like, all right,
I think
it is what it is.
Yeah, I think it was done well. I mean, the way they did, but yeah, well, hell, I guess they did hell. They recast the Terrence Howard for fucking Iron Man.
They went from a super light skinned nigga to a super dark skinned nigga.
Rhodey looked different.
Right. I was like,
they look, they both niggas. Just throw in. Nobody gonna know. Nobody gonna. I think they gonna know.
Right. I think we're gonna know. I think they gonna know. I know y'all think we look all alike, but damn, man, help us out here.
Yeah, and it's bad when they had like white people say this shit.
Right.
Oh, you look a little different.
Right. I think Don Cheadle does a really good job.
Oh yeah.
So they picked a good person. So that's why I say if they did that with T'Challa, it might have been a little shock at first, but as long as the person did a good job, in the long run, we would have been like, okay.
They have a light skin T'Challa. They get Terrence Howard to be T'Challa.
I am T'Challa.
Yeah, I'm T'Challa, man. I'm T'Challa, man.
Nigga, you too light skinned. Ain't none of y'all around here.
Nah, he got sick. He got sick.
Yeah.
He got sick. He got like,
I lost my melanin. In an accident.
I lost it in an accident, man. I got sick, man.
They took me to Antarctica and buried me in ice, and I completely faded.
You faded?
Oh, man. That would be funny, but I'm happy with the movie, man. I would encourage people to see it, and I encourage y'all to check it out. I mean, for yourself. Don't just go by what somebody say online. Oh, don't see it because it's not this or it's not that. Go see it for yourself.
Yeah, just go in. Don't just go into, and that's what I've been trying to do with a lot of these movies and stuff. I mean, some stuff I kind of look like I don't know. Yeah. But then there's some stuff like, okay, I kind of want to see it. And then, like I told you, I wanted to see it with my family because we saw, the original together. Yeah. So I was like, I want us to all see it,
Yeah.
And but that's the thing. I kind of just went in with no expectations. I just kind of, what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, they fucked this up. No, I just kind of went in and watched it.
Yeah.
And for what I saw, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. And I mean, we were all, we went as a group and we were all happy with the movie. So, I didn't have no complaints. I mean, it is what it is, man. I think they did the best with what they had because if you think about it, they had a full script and the script was like 300 pages. The original, and then all of a sudden this man dies out of nowhere and you got to start from scratch and try to rebuild this shit. I mean, the man did the best he could with what he had, and Marvel has been known to time crunch the hell out of people. Like, look, we need this project out, hurry up. And so they've said a lot of people actually, behind the scenes be complaining because they felt like Marvel pushes them to rush stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I think given what happened, he did the best with what he had. To me,
you can't rush art, neither. Right? I mean, yeah, you want to get it out,
right?
But yeah, you can't rush art,
right? I agree.
You can't do that.
So
because the shit gonna be shitty,
right? And I feel like out of all of Phase 4, which is this was the last film from Phase 4, I think that was probably the best one. To me, I did like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness a lot.
I didn't see that shit.
You didn't get to see it?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was really good. I thought they did a good job with that. I do feel like that had a few flaws in it, but not enough for me to say it was a bad movie. It just felt like almost like they did maybe rush that one. Like you can tell they chopped it up. Like it didn't segue. In some scenes, you was like, I shouldn't have just jumped to that. But you can tell they probably just cut some shit out so that we can, meet this timeline or deadline, I should say. But yeah, so We got the Guardians of the Galaxy got a Christmas special coming up. That's supposed to be coming up like in a week, I think, about somewhere right around Thanksgiving. Then next year, first film gonna be Ant-Man Quantumania. I think that's somewhere around April or March or something like that. That looks like it's gonna be good. So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff to look forward to, man. But Wakanda Forever, judge for yourself. Don't just listen to what everybody else say.
Oh, we done with Wakanda.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so speaking of movies.